Hey, Internet, Eric here. Um, got some time before work. I wasn't going to do a video on this because I had already discussed my thoughts on An American Werewolf in New Jersey just last night. Go check out that video. Myself, Mike, and Marty from the Trash Picture Show discussed it. But I said, you know what? Got a little bit of time before I got to go to work. Fuck it. Today, I'm going to discuss Alien Romulus. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. And you are being forewarned now. It's been in the theaters less than a week. There will be spoilers in this video, so I don't want to hear any fucking complaining. Um, I mean that in jest, but you have been warned. Basic plot of this is we are following a group of, I guess it was early 20s and a synthetic, and they are going into, I guess you would say, the remnants of a spacecraft or a scavenger craft, um, and they are there to get, I guess you would say, the pods where you go into suspended animation, for space travel and what have you. And as they're there, they have to deal with a xenomorph. It's them trying to survive the xenomorph, but they also have, I don't know how many hours it is, 36 hours maybe, something like that, um, to escape the spacecraft because the spacecraft is now being pulled and it's going to crash into the rings of the nearby planet, I guess you would say. And hilarity ensues. Um, Absolutely had a blast with this movie. It might be because this was the first Alien movie I saw in theaters. Um, I saw the Alien versus Predator movies. I don't think they count in this situation because this is the first just Alien movie I saw in theaters. I was super excited because of Fede Alvarez. I really liked Don't Breathe. I loved his Evil Dead movie. It's my favorite of the franchise. First off, the characters. The character of Rain, the lead actress. Does it have her? Let's see here. It doesn't have any of the actor's name here on the article or on the poster. Anyways, the character who played Rain, really really liked her. She's the lead. She wants to get off this awful planet, and this is her way of doing so. I really like that. You feel for her. You feel for how bad she has it here. There's a scene where she is about ready to get off the planet, and she's told by the lady behind the desk, "No, you're gonna be here for another fucking 8 years," type of thing. She has great chemistry with the actor who plays her synthetic brother, air quotes, Andy. She really cares about him. They have a really great relationship where one looks out for the other. And she's got a great relationship or great chemistry with the other actors. The girl who is pregnant, she's really good with her. The two other male leads, and even the person who I guess you'd say plays the pilot, she's pretty good with her when she's got to interact with her. So this actress is great. Actor who plays Andy's my favorite. He's a synthetic, an android, but he is this android that you actually feel sympathy for. Obviously because this movie takes place in between Alien and Aliens, so he is one of those models that's kind of twitchy. You know what I mean? So he has these little kicks, these little twitches and stuff like that. Um, so it makes him sympathetic. He doesn't seem that bright. I don't know if he's a damaged version or not, but he doesn't seem that bright. There's a scene where they're walking from point A to point B on the planet, and he's gonna get like gypped at 3 card Monte or something like that, and Rain has to pull him away, saying that there's no way to win that game, type of thing. Uh, his directive is do whatever is best for Rain. So I like how he has to be a protector to her. You know what I mean? And this actor is just so good. I love how he just their little thing is like he gives bad dad jokes. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fun. And eventually they find a destroyed or a damaged android on this ship, and they put its program inside Andy, and he completely changes to he stands up straight. He's smarter, I guess you would say, and he's just following company directives, which of course is save the species of the xenomorph, bring it to Weyland-Yutani, and do whatever needs to be done, type of thing. So I like how this actor goes back and forth between the lovable, sympathetic Andy to company Andy, I guess you would say. The other characters, there's one, I think his name is Tyler. He's there just to be the other lead. He's good. He's got great chemistry with the Rain character. And everyone else is just kind of there. Eileen Wu, I mean, I remember her name. She's the pilot. She's fine. You got the pregnant girl. She's fine. And then you got the asshole guy who hates synthetics for a reason. He's fine. He does his job. I mean, you don't like him, but he's fine. Like he for me, he's not like overbearingly like awful. Like you don't want him to die, but you're just like fuck off type of thing. So cast is great. Really love the xenomorphs. I love the face huggers are super fucking scary. You know, I said it in my little short. They're super fun. They're chasing them, the crew or the kids, or not kids, but you know what I mean. The cast crawling around like fucking spiders. There's like dozens and dozens of these things leaping on their faces. I love when they're under the water, going after some of the cast members. Very graphic. I love like when one of them hatches onto somebody's face and they pull it off, and you have this long, obviously you know it's H.R. Giger, phallic piece of, I don't know, piece of their body down their throat, because that's where they lay the egg. As they're pulling the facehugger off the face, that thing is still in their throat, and you see it just go out of their throat. Love that. It's something we haven't seen before. It makes you cringe. Um, the xenomorph. It's really cool that we get to see it pop out of somebody's chest, even though the gestation period is kind of fucked, like the whole series. Um, and then we get to see kind of a new stage of its evolution. We actually get to see it in a cocoon, which, to my knowledge, we haven't seen in a movie before. Usually we just see the shedded skin, and then boom, adult xenomorph or whatever. The asshole guy, he's got a good death. He shocks the cocoon with like a cattle prod type of thing, and it bleeds. You know, it's hurting the xenomorph, so the acid blood is coming out of the egg and burning him. That's a cool effect. You get to see like the burns in his skin just kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger until he's finally taken out. Yeah, the gore in this is pretty good. You know, it's not too over the top. We'll get to a scene towards the end where there is some gore, but it's pretty decent. Um, I like a lot of the new concepts we have here. There's a scene where Rain and Andy are trying to get from point A to point B. They're trying to get out of the spaceship, and there's an ongoing thing where they can turn off the gravity in this spaceship. So they're out like right outside the alien or xenomorph hive, and she's taking out all these xenomorphs with this pulse rifle, and she turns off the gravity, so she thinks she can get better shots and stuff like that. But as she's doing that, it's causing the acid blood to float around the room. I love that, because now to get from point A to point B, she has to float around the blood to get to safety, using the pulse rifle to propel her up or down and around type of thing. Love that. Um, there's some callbacks to the previous films, some quotes. I liked a lot of them. The "Get away from her, you bitch," and no, you're either gonna like it or you're gonna hate it. I had a smile on my face. I went with it. It was fun. Fit the scene that it was in. Uh yeah, I Fede Alvarez, he's really good. Like he puts you back into like this original feeling of the first two, because you're in this space station, and a little bit of three. Because you feel isolated. You know what I mean? Not to steal upon or the name of the video game Alien Isolation, but you feel so small in this huge spacecraft. The use of sound is really good. The score is really good. Now let's get to the final act that everyone seems to be hating on. Everyone but me. Major spoilers. Eventually, I won't say how, the pregnant woman gives birth, and her DNA is mixed with the xenomorph. We get the birth. It's pure Fetty gooiness, which was, I think last night Mike in the description called it foul. It does look gross. It's disgusting. And when that thing is born, it is, as you know, when a xenomorph is born, it kind of takes the shape of what it's inside. Like Alien 3, it was a dog, so it's got like canine physical abilities type of thing, and so on and so forth. Well, it's mixed with the xenomorph, mixed with the human, and mixed with, I get, she gets the black goo from Prometheus put inside her. So it's also mixed with the engineer. I know my buddy Marty was calling it Slender Man Marty from the Trash Picture Show, and I get why people don't like the design. I thought it was good. I really liked it. It was Fetty being pure Fetty. If you've seen his previous movies, he just goes for it. Really enjoyed that. It was just so off and weird, and watching Rain have to fight that thing. Some disappointments. Rain defeats the fucker by shooting it out into space, which happens in every fucking Alien movie. I wish that we got a definitive death. Like, why can't you just crush it? At least in Alien 3, they blew up the fucker, with the molten lead and the water. I liked that a lot more than just shooting it out into space like an Alien and Aliens and Alien Resurrection. There is a scene where they find a destroyed android, and it's the same model as Ash from Alien, and they do a deep fake or AI to make it look like Ian Holm. To me, it's very distracting. I think what they could have done, I mean, it's a cool nod. I didn't care that they had that bit of fan service to make it look like Ash. It's a cool nod like that, but I wish they would have perfected it, or what they could have done, instead of having like it physically be there and then Ian Holm deep faked on another actor's face. There's also scenes where this character's name is Rook. There's also scenes where Rook is talking to the crew on a television screen or computer screen, and that looked a lot better. Maybe have the face destroyed, like in the attack, I guess you'd say, when the xenomorph attacks the original crew, and just have Ian Holm's face like superimposed on the screen. That looked a lot better. Other than that, I mean, like I said, I liked that, but like the deep fake, like when we physically saw the Rook character, trying to look like Ian Holm, it was like, it wasn't like horrible, but it was distracting. But overall, other than the Ian Holm stuff and kind of how the alien was just shot into space again, I really had a blast with Alien Romulus. Great cast, especially the actor who played David. It's scary. It's great guy. It's got great tone. It's Fede Alvarez. You know what I mean? Fede, after Don't Breathe and Evil Dead, he's rising up to being one of my favorite directors. He helped produce the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Netflix movie that I'm the only one that enjoyed that fucking one, but loved it. He's getting up there to becoming one of my favorite directors. He's getting close, like current directors. He's getting close to Mike Flanagan for me. Not there yet, but he's getting close. Look at this movie, the feel of this movie. Ian Holm and shooting the fucker out into space be damned. Highly recommend Alien Romulus. And what is really good about this movie is you don't have to see Alien to understand what's going on. It would help because they do explain how the alien first got on board, and it's a nod to the original film. But it's not required, so that's good. Like, this takes place 20 years after the first film. So, like, Ripley's still floating around into space type of thing. But yeah, that's it. Highly recommended Alien Romulus. Where would I put it? It's under Aliens. Maybe tied for Alien 3, because if you've seen my previous discussions on the franchise, I just really love Alien 3 for a lot of reasons. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment below. Tell me what you thought of Alien Romulus. Did you love the movie? Did you hate the Slender Man like Marty and Mike? Or were you disappointed? Where would you put it? Was this garbage? Because there are a lot of people that are saying it's crap. Don't get it, but hey, it's just their opinion. Coming up on the channel, this movie has inspired me so much. I started it last night. I didn't realize it was fucking 2.5 hours. I'm finally going to sit down and discuss, because I've never seen it, the assembly cut of Alien 3. I'm going to discuss to see how bad, supposedly, Alien Covenant is. I'll have that for my Is It Worth the Hate? I'm only doing movies that I haven't seen this year, so Prometheus is going to have to wait till later. Then maybe I'll finally jump in the Howling franchise since that won the poll. Fuck. Anyway, I'm going to end this video on a good note. Loved Alien Romulus. Hope you guys love it too. Hopefully you saw the film before you saw this video. I already told you spoilers. Watch at your own risk. All that jazz. I got to get ready for work. Cheers.